The silent killer of relationships, emotional neglect. Most relationships don't end because of one big betrayal. They slowly erode through something far quieter, something most couples never even notice while it's happening. Emotional neglect. Not screaming, not cheating, not dramatic conflict, just the quiet absence of emotional presence. Two people living side by side, but no longer truly seeing each other. And the most dangerous part? Emotional neglect rarely feels urgent in the moment. But over time, it slowly drains the life out of a relationship. What emotional neglect looks like. Emotional neglect isn't always obvious. In fact, it often hides behind normal daily routines. Work, responsibilities, stress, distractions. A couple may still talk every day. They may still share a house. They may even still say, "I love you," but something essential is missing. Curiosity, attunement, emotional presence. One partner shares something important, and the other responds with a distracted, "That's nice." A moment of vulnerability appears, but it's quickly brushed aside. These moments seem small, but they send a powerful message: my inner world doesn't matter here. Over time, partners stop opening up. Not because they want to, but because the relationship no longer feels emotionally safe. Why it hurts so much? Human beings are wired for emotional connection. From childhood, we learn whether people respond to our feelings, whether someone notices our joy, whether someone cares when we're hurting. This need doesn't disappear when we become adults. It simply moves into our romantic relationships. When a partner consistently misses emotional cues, the brain begins to interpret that absence as rejection, even if no harm was intended. And this is where emotional neglect becomes dangerous, because the pain it creates is quiet, but deeply personal. Instead of anger, many partners begin to feel something worse: invisible, unimportant, alone. How couples fall into this pattern. Emotional neglect rarely starts with bad intentions. It usually begins with stress, long work hours, children, financial pressure, exhaustion. Life becomes busy, and emotional connection quietly moves to the bottom of the priority list. Partners begin operating more like teammates managing responsibilities, instead of lovers nurturing connection. Eventually, conversations become transactional. Schedules, tasks, logistics, but very little emotional sharing. The relationship still functions, but it no longer feels alive. And when that emotional oxygen disappears, distance slowly grows. The moment couples start to wake up, most couples only recognize emotional neglect when the distance becomes unbearable. When one partner finally says something like, "I feel alone in this relationship," or "I don't feel like you really know me anymore," these moments can feel frightening. But they're also incredibly important, because they reveal something powerful. The desire for connection is still alive. Underneath the frustration, underneath the distance, there is still a longing to be seen. And that longing is where repair begins. How connection starts returning. Repair doesn't start with grand gestures. It begins with attention, small moments of emotional curiosity. Questions like, "How did that meeting actually make you feel? What's been weighing on your mind lately? What do you need from me right now?" These simple questions communicate something powerful. I care about your inner world. Over time, these small moments rebuild emotional safety. And when emotional safety returns, something remarkable happens. Partners begin to open up again. Slowly, carefully, but honestly. Healthy relationships are not built on constant happiness. They are built on emotional responsiveness. The willingness to notice, to listen, to care about what your partner feels inside. Because the opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. And when two people choose curiosity over indifference, connection always has a chance to return.